Well, hello my fellow car modelers. How you doing today? Well, I'm doing this quick video. Felix wants to be in it. He brought milk. I got to take care of Felix's milk first. But before we get into this is in response to BG over at BG's Model Workshop. If you haven't watched that yet, maybe you should go watch his video first. Right there. And, well, I'm going to my room is really kind of a mess right now. So I'm not going to show you all of it, but I'm going to show you a little bit of how I sort my stash. Right after this introduction to the show. You guys heard this before. You hear the music right there. Here it comes. I'll show you, and I'm going to get Felix's milk. Start with this wall first. This is the one as you come into the room. Be to your, that side, then we got that, then we got all that, but we'll get to that. But this wall here, I have this all kind of separated by, I like to separate, not like how BG likes to separate by kit manufacturers. I like to separate by cars and particular cars, and depending on how well I like them and how many of those kits I have. But, Camaros here, and I kind of keep them where we start with, yeah, let's move this out of the way. That's my smelly stuff. And we start with like the earliest, even though I have the 68s below the 67s, and it kind of goes up in the 69s, but I kind of try to keep them where I go from earlier year to older year on up, and I go on. We got a little bit of a mess here because I've been going through, because as we get into the Novas over here, I've been taking Novas in and out because I've been playing with those Nova kits, and below here we can't go too far down because this is like where my couch / bed. I don't want you to see it right now because I have it laid out as a bed because I sleep in here too. I fold out a couch. That's pretty much it. You can see as it goes down, we've got the Fords over here and the Fairlanes and the Galaxies and the Mustangs and then the 40 Fords right over there. And then we'll just come over to this section here. That's my Mopar section down there. There's a lot of crud down there. I'm not going any lower than that because this place is a wreck. I'm going to get a little closer here to this wall. You guys may recognize this wall. As you see, it's where my drag race stuff is. This was the wall that all came down. And we got it all sorted. And I found some cool stuff up in there. But that's pretty much like my Pro Stocks, which I mostly have. And Willie's Gassers goes on. What's over here? We're going to get to that section. We're going to save that for last over there. But that's the wall that came down, the drag race wall. And again, right underneath there is the Mopars. And this area here is basically my AMT and going into some of my Salvino's kits. But this is mostly NASCAR stuff, where I keep that stash. And a lot of that is old stuff to a lot of people, but I've been collecting it up for years. I'm going to first say, I know a lot of people are after these. No, not for sale, okay? Thanks. This is my stash. I've worked a lot of years on it, and I like having it. Because when I want to do something, I have it at my disposal. That's why I do that. And we're going to come over here, and here's the Johan stuff. And the old MPC NASCAR stuff, and kind of some later MPC stuff from the early 80s when they tried to get into that market. And, we've got some road race stuff and cool things and box art I just like. Like this thing right here, never be opened. I had Richard Petty sign that back in like 89. I met him. And that box right there, my daughter's in the box art right about there. That's why I kept that there. And I just like this Heller kit. They're crappy kits. I'll never build it. I got a nice Fujimi 917 I'm going to build. But I talk about this kit all the time, how it's on the wall. Because I bought it because the box art was just beautiful. I love that. And terrible PlayStation game. I bought it because I'm a big Dan Fletcher fan. And Dan Fletcher signed it. But up here, this is These you might recognize. Now, this is my historic, real vintage, cool stuff, kind of the museum stash, why I have all that up there. No rhyme or reason to it until we get over this area, I'll explain. But this is the thing you see in the beginning of my show, you know, the Model Car Hobby Headquarters show where I panned by, although that was done at a different house and things have moved around. It's not exactly the same, but these are the kits that you get to see in that pan. Kind of go across there. We looked at those. And, well, they're all kits that really, I mean, I bought every one to build, but they're just box art I love, kits that I love. But I've talked about these, and they're all in chronological order from starting from there, how they were all released. And also by kit number I went by. But that artist I talked about in a video was that his last name was Lord. He was just an amazing motorsports artist, and I loved those kits. And then I continued on, kept on collecting even after that, of one of every NASCAR as they came out, all in succession up until about there, and I kind of got bored with it. And they started putting out too many, and I just didn't care for them. And we all know that kit there. I did a Lucas kits on that. But, yeah, you know, these are kits sitting here waiting to build. I just recently acquired that one. Always wanted one of those 70s, 79 Indy winner right there. But that's that. But let's go, and I'm going to show you one more spot that I have model kits. We'll just do a pan around here. You saw that was the first bit. That was the wall that fell. So you get kind of an idea how I lay the stuff out up on the wall. Scale autos are all in there. My old scale autos. Some resin bodies. Cool stuff like that. You're watching the Luka Cee channel on YouTube. Walk-in closet is a disaster. And it's getting really stacked up. Because now, you know, I'm running out of room, and when I get new kits now, I'm just kind of like not keeping things totally in order. This is where kind of the residual falls. And I keep getting more stuff and more stuff. And that's like a recent issue to the stash. I bought at a model club meeting a couple months ago. My big stuff up here, no particular reason or rhyme or reason. I was taking some out of there, and it's hard to get up in that corner to get some of the kits, like the Nova, to do that one video. I had that Nova up there for the longest time. So long that it was kind of stuck to the wall. It was tough to get out, and I can't get it back up there. And you can see we got a little bit of a cave-in going on. But they go back in there. There's all my Tamiya stuff is way back in there. All the flat boxes are all back behind there, and we've got like double stacks of kits. And I keep on acquiring Silvino's JR models. Keep on getting those, and you never know when you got to pick up another Mustang and some old stuff. But you know, the Andy stash last summer when that came in, that didn't help to all this. And here's some more of them. There's where I finally found a place to keep that. I do want to get back on this kit. That's one I really want to build bad. And Millennium Falcon, that was a gift from my buddy BG, who this thing is all being done in honor of him, because he's the one who put out the question how we do our kits. But there's, believe it or not, I kind of sort of know where everything's at, is the amazing thing. But well, you can see as things started happening, I finally got a hold of an old R2 MPC kit. I wanted one of those. That's a whole nother story. I was real happy to find that. But yeah, as I acquire more kits, I need a place to put them. This is what happens. And he even got a weird thing like this. This is actually a project I got to work on for a very close friend of mine, that I'm going to paint that up and make it look like a real DL44 for him. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know what I'm talking about. So that's pretty much it. A closer over here. I do have patches, you know, because I'm into cars and I used to be a mechanic. So I guess it's okay for me to have them. So I've been told. But that's it. That's all we got. That's the end of this, I guess. Okay? Cool. So that's it. That's what we got. Let me have some cold coffee here. Yeah, it's cold. I wasn't planning on doing this video, so I wasn't prepared for it, but I wanted to get this out quick because of BG's video that he put out this morning. Again, go over to BG's Model Workshop, check out that video that he did. He's much more organized and much cleaner than I am. Clean or neater. Let's say neater. I'm a disaster. I'm just a old bachelor that's, I got no wife harping at me to clean the place up. Although my ex-wife is coming over to help me straighten this place up. She actually helps me out. Back in the day, she used to organize my model room really good for me. So I need her help whenever I can. She's a cool lady like that. She helps out. But when we get it really nice in here, I'm going to do a total tour of the Luka Cee Studios / my model room / my bedroom / my apartment. The rest of the house is for the rest of the family. But that's it. That's all I got here. And, my belt ups. We've seen those. So I want to thank you all for watching. This was kind of interesting. Didn't expect to do it. And it's mostly BG's fault. Thanks, BG. Thanks a lot. All right, we'll see you guys some other time. In the meantime, here's the producers! Hello, Phoenix! So now you come in. I wanted you to come in and say bye to everybody. Say bye to everybody.